Hey everyone, welcome to a new malicious compliance video. I hope you had a great day. The first story is called So Much More Experience. I was working as a cook 2 summers ago in a remote hotel that offered its workers a room to stay. Commuting wasn't feasible. Mid-season, my boss left and a new boss came in from outside the company. Let's call him D-Bag. D-Bag fired almost everyone within the first fortnight. He kept 3 people in the kitchen, himself included, for 70 rooms plus events and such. I was the only one left who knew how to do breakfast company style, but he wanted changes. Hey D-Bag, would you like me to explain to you in detail how I've been prepping and serving breakfast so you can tell me what to change? Keep doing them as usual, I'll chew you out if necessary. He did tell me not to prep so much as I had been doing. Breakfasts are done on the fly, prep is for spineless cooks. You'll know if you ever get to be as experienced as I am. So when the hotel was full, I almost couldn't keep up. It was both buffet and menu. Enjoy the challenge was his answer when I told him. On top of that, I had to do extra work to help him and the other cook with desserts and such because we were so understaffed. So my shifts were approximately 12 to 13 hours each for the last month I worked there. The moment I saw my rota for the next month, 15 days doing breakfast non-stop, 1 day off and 10 more working days, I gave him my resignation notice. They owed me days off, so my resignation meant they had to let me go on my 12th day, the day before our wedding in a fully booked hotel. He begged me to extend my stay as a personal favor to him, and I told him no. But it gets even better, I prepped as instructed. So the next morning, just before I left, I went into the kitchen to get a coffee. He came to me to complain about my prep, while literally running through the kitchen to keep up. So I could remind him his rules were to try and do everything on the fly, no matter if the hotel is empty or full, and you have so much more experience than me, it should be easy. The next story is called I Take the Coins. So I used to work as an opening manager at a fast food restaurant. It's up there among the top 10, but it's not your typical go-to breakfast place, so it's not as busy in the morning. So we had a few $5 and $1 bills and a ton of coins every morning shift. This one customer comes in, has been here a couple of times paying with small bills and goes to pay with a $50 bill on a $6 purchase. We don't have a lot of bills, just mostly coins. Do you have anything smaller? Don't you have enough? No, it's early, so no change, it's just mostly coins, or you could pay with a card. At this point they open their wallet and I see smaller bills. I kinda get annoyed, since this could have been either dealt with a card or a $10 bill, but I'm just trying to make the morning go faster. And once again, I tell them I don't have enough bills, that it's mostly going to be coins. I'm paying with it, I don't care about the coins. Okay, great. I cash them out and start taking a few $5 and $1 bills and about $10 in all types of coins. At this point, they've been waiting for about 5 minutes and I see them getting upset. I just reach over and say, be careful, it's a lot of coins. I got a look of disbelief and them trying to figure out where to put their change. The next morning I saw them pay with a card. The last story is called Just Did What He Told Me to. I never quit a job in my whole life without giving suitable notice, but not this time. This is my encounter with one of the worst managers I have ever had the misfortune to work for. My family was not rich and I needed to get as much money as possible after I turned legally able to work to pay for my school tuition. I worked for a temp agency, specialized in logistic and transport jobs. I took as many jobs as possible, day jobs, 2 hours paid only jobs, weekly jobs, and always made my employer satisfied. They trusted me, even for the toughest jobs you can imagine. I have one simple rule, treat me with respect and I will respectfully work for you. Even doing sometimes overtime is fine by me, as long as the employer is nice. This is the story about me working for a new warehouse dealing with shipments. We were about 10 young men, all university students, and would have to work from 3 to 8 AM from Monday to Friday. No overtime, no extra pay on night shifts, just a basic minimum wage and nothing else. No cash for food, nor gas money. Our job was to dispatch all kinds of parcels into different trucks. It was summer, so it was really hot. So hot you could grill a steak on the pavement. Of course we had no aircon, but that makes sense as doors were always kept open. Not only the job was tough, but the warehouse managers barely respected safety rules. For example, parcels that exceeded 25 kilos are not allowed to be carried alone. When one of us dares to tell the manager that it was way too heavy to be lifted alone, he would just say, "Don't slack around. Everyone here is doing the same job. If they can lift it, you can do it. And if you are not happy about it, just leave. You are not irreplaceable." He kept yelling the same things over and over in that small warehouse. We were all assigned to a different gate, therefore we were all working alone, but not too far from each other. Days were always busy, and we could only have 5 minutes breaks for a quick shot in the toilets or a quick smoke. The worst was for the people assigned at the bottom end of the warehouse. They literally had to run the whole way if they wanted to take a trip to the washroom. The worst thing? The beehole manager barely helped anyone on the floor. He just spent his time rocking around and yelling, "Don't forget, you are not irreplaceable. There are plenty of people begging for a job outside willing to take your place." And the one I hated the most? If you are not happy, then leave. The job was already painful enough. Why did he need to make it more annoying? Sometimes parcels could barely fit inside a truck as it was getting fully loaded. Beehole would usually yell at us for being incompetent and would literally kick parcels, smashing the content to make it fit inside the truck. And then he would proudly say, "You see, how can this be that complicated?" The icing on the cake was one night we arrived as always at 2:45 AM, all of us feeling asleep and no one to open the gate for us. We waited until 3:30 until Beehole arrived, and straight away he started to yell at us. "What the heck are you doing here?" "Well, we are here to work. The trucks have been delayed, no need for you to be here, get back home." "Are we still going to be paid? We showed up, no one told us not to come." He smirked. "Why would you be paid? You are not working. Now get back home and no need to come unless we call you." We were stunned and furious. As Beehole left, we all agreed on a few things. And this is where the revenge starts. No one showed at work the next day. I received a call from an angry Beehole at 3:30 AM. "Where the heck are you? There's work to be done. You told us not to come unless you'd call us." "Then what do you think I'm doing right now? Get the heck up and get here." "I'm sorry, Beehole, but you are not my employer. I'm employed by the temp agency. Therefore, all shifts must be confirmed by my employer before allowing me to go on site. The office opens at 8:30, so please call them and they will call me." After that, I hung up. At around 9 AM, I received a call from my temp agency asking why all of us did not show up. I gently explained everything, and the agency asked me if I could go there now. I explained that I could not, as I have to attend some classes. After a short conversation about the working conditions we had, the agency asked me if I could go there the day after. I told them that I could probably finish the week. It was a weekly contract, but I would not be interested to stay longer. They understood. We all showed up the day after, and sure enough, Beehole was PO'd. He started yelling at us as always, stating we were a spoiled generation that knows nothing about hard work and takes everything for granted. We all just got back to work. Again, he started the same thing, not helping but just yelling around. "If you are not happy, then quit. You are not irreplaceable." I stopped putting parcels in the truck and said, "You are totally right, Beehole. I'm not happy. I quit." "What the heck are you talking about? Get back to work. You just told me that if I was not happy, I could quit. You are right. I quit. Get back to work, or I will..." "Or you will what?" "Beehole is right. I quit too," said another staff. And within a few minutes, the 10 of us left the warehouse as Beehole kept screaming at us. It was 5:30 AM and there was a ton of work to do, but only Beehole and some management staff in the office were there. So now they were left with a ton of work to do. I received another call from my temp agency who asked what happened. How can 10 people decide to leave their job on the spot like that? I explained that I simply did what Beehole told me. I'm not happy, so I quit. And then I added all safety processes that were disrespected at that place. No safety gloves provided, no earplugs provided, carrying heavy goods without any help, etc. They told me they would have a meeting with the person in charge, but to please never do something like this again. And yeah, I still worked from time to time for this temp agency after that. My conclusion and what I learned from that? Treat people with respect and they will respect you. Treat them like crap and karma will simply hit you. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. It really helps in the algorithm. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe. Bye bye.